Divine source of light and love, we call upon your grace from above. With this purple candle, we shall burn bright. We seek guidance through this night. Grant us wisdom, knowledge, and insight. Illuminate our paths, make them clear and right. Enlighten our spirits, let wisdom unfurl as we navigate life's intricate swirl. Wrap us in your protection embrace, guard us from the harm, create a sacred space. Guard us from all harm, creating this sacred space. May your energy shield us from any strife in the ebb and flow of this earthly life. Lead us on the path of evolution, a journey of growth, a sacred solution. Heal our wounds, both old and new. With your gentle touch, make us anew. Reveal the truth, both gentle and stark. Illuminate the shadows, dispel all the dark. May honesty guide our words and our deeds as we plant evolutionary seeds for our soul's needs. Prosperity we seek in its purest form, not just in wealth, but in heart and norm. Abundance in love, joy, and peace. Let all bless-ups in our lives increase. With gratitude, we light this flame. In your divine presence, we stake our claim. In alignment with your cosmic grace and force, we find our purpose, our sacred place. So mote it be as we decree. Blessings of purple light. So mote it be. May universal enlightenment, protection, evolution, healing, truth, and prosperity bless up the entire world. Welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with I, Enchantress, the Babbler, on our evolutionary, revolutionary rise to the high that is happening now at this time. And so, welcome to our full moon, our Hunter full moon reading. Although every single one of my videos are timeless, we are centering our focus in on the energies of this full moon that is coming, right? So yeah, so sit back, get comfortable, right? Well, we are going to dive in to the energies of this Hunter full moon, right? Everything is always pretty much freestyle. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, so pretty much, right? We'll dive into that card shortly. Okay. We'll dive into that shortly. walking away from certain type of things, right? People, places, things that do not serve, right? Empress, I don't know if you saw that. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that's a good sign, right? That when you walk away from all that does not serve, the energy of abundance that you find here in your truth, right? Right? And your spiritual authority and position. I like this. I like that. Okay. That's good. Right. So we got, before we begin, right, the dark spell. Right. And then we got Queen of My World. Right. Then we got the Eight of Cups. And after that, we had the Empress. Where did she go? We have the Empress. Right here, sorry. Empress. The Three of Pentacles. Right. The King of Cups. The Hierophant. The Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. Up in here. Right. But let's dive into. And then I just want to see here what is being released. Right, what bad toxic energies are being released that you're walking away from, right? Have you ever done? These are the bad bunnies we are releasing. Okay, destructive energy. You may be hitting the gym now. Good. It's a good exercise to channel. The abnormal selves. Very. Hey, beautiful souls. All right, so we're gonna dive in and then we'll talk more about the cards and stuff like that. But let's just talk about this winter moon, right? So it's this beautiful celestial event, you know, that it has a profound symbolic meaning of our own spiritual evolution, right? At its core, it invites us, right, to examine the very essence of our entire existence, right? This dark spell, right? Offering a unique opportunity for inner growth and transformation, right? Certain things sometimes have to fall apart in order for that which is needed to be put together can be formed together, right? It's about connection to the cosmic cycle of life and all things, right? So this full moon aligns us with this cosmic cycle, right? Emphasizing our place in the grand tapestry of our universe. Sorry, I actually was drinking soda. I know I shouldn't be. So I might be a little like burpy. I don't know, but anyways, it doesn't say that, right? So just in case if one belches out, because I don't really drink much soda anymore, and so when I do, I might actually burp, and that's just a throat chakra clearing. So if there are any burps or gas pass, like, you know, like in that kind of way, I don't mean to be gross and stuff like that, but it's truth, and that's just what it is. So if that happens, just think of it like a throat chakra clearing and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is the only candle that was left from the event that I did. That was absolutely amazing. I have to highlight it. I haven't shared. We didn't get to take much video and pictures because of how busy I was from start to finish, and my daughter didn't want to take pictures without asking people, and she was just so busy tending to the people that were interested in the stuff that I had created and made while I was giving readings to people back to back to back to back to back. So I got very little video and photos of the entire event, but this is the one candle that was like so it's mine. I said if there was going to be any left, that it would be like, you know, anyways, shared amongst me and my daughter. So this one is mine. I gave my daughter one as well, and my best friend. So there was three. Everything else was sold, and that was amazing. Such a great thing. So yeah, so I make candles, right? So anyway, it was a great event. It was for a good cause. Money was raised. Um, time was given and gifted by people for the time that was there, and you know, it was such a beautiful experience, such a beautiful mansion that we were in. It was absolutely gorgeous, and stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back to this Hunter full moon, right? So, right. Anyways, but yeah, so our connection to this cosmic cycle, right? So we are rippling these fields, right, of energy into the world, right? Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so do our lives. They ebb and flow, right? So the hunter's moon marks a pivotal point in this cycle, a moment of culmination and reflection, right? Culmination and reflection. So it's about embracing the darkness too, right? Because this is the phase and the time of the year that we see transitions from the vibrant energies of summer, right, to the quiet introspections of winter, right? So it's a lot of people get gloomy, right, during this time. But it's really not to be like that at this time. It encourages us to embrace the darkness, both metaphorically and literally, right? The darkness symbolizing not only the approaching winter, but also the unexplored aspects of our inner selves that are going to come up and tell. So definitely go watch my video that was talking about the sun and Mercury squaring Pluto right now and how that is affecting our dreams, right? And stuff like that. So there's a lot of internal work and self-reflection here. The moment for the an opportunity for this internal work to really be done and the self-reflection to really be had, right? The spiritual message of the hunter's moon calling us to undertake internal work, right? And deep self-reflection, right? It's an opportunity to explore our inner landscapes, right? Queen of my world, to explore these inner landscapes, being looking, and she, like, you know, just owning that which is authentic and true to you, right? And taking care of you at this time, especially if you are more inclined to always be taking care of others and stuff like that as well, or putting others' needs ahead of your own. There's an opportunity to explore these inner landscapes, right? Confronting these shadows, right? Shedding light on the hidden corners of our souls, right? Just as like the hunter prepares for the winter by harvesting and preserving. So we too must prepare for the challenges that lie ahead by cultivating inner strength with wisdom, right? With wisdom, with wisdom. Then we're in this modern materialistic world, right? So the moon is serving as a reminder that there's more to life than that which is tangible here, right? So it prompts us to really transcend materialism and connect with our spiritual dimensions of existence, right? Because by doing so, we gain a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, right? So we might be walking away like this Eight of Cups from something that doesn't serve. This could be people, places, things, ways of being, right? Meeting these aspects, right, of ourselves head on. And it's not easy. And one of the things too about the Eight of Cups that I always like to overly emphasize, especially, is, you know, sometimes we could be like, oh, we gotta walk away. And you always see the picture of a person walking away from these cups, right? But it doesn't mean that they don't come back, right? Because you could always come back to that same spot, that same place, but an evolution or revolution would have occurred. And sometimes we don't get to see what we need to see until we walk away from certain kind of things, right? Because here, whether you're male or female, this has nothing to do with gender, right? It's about embracing the abundance of you, the empress within you, the divine feminine energy in you that has everything that they need to bring in this prosperity, this abundance you are, right? This naturally abundant self, right? And so giving birth, right? The empress is always depicted as pregnant, like a motherly figure. Look at here, right? Carrying. her child in some kind of way. So you're nurturing, you're caring for some kind of passion, you're caring for some kind of, so you, like whatever this baby is, right, caring for you and all that you do and bringing forth this new beginning, because but you can't do that if you're holding on to that which doesn't serve, right? So you have to walk away from certain kind of things, transcending, right? Doing the inner work and having this reflection, this accountability for the part that you have to play in order to move and turn the page. You know what I'm saying? Because Three of Pentacles. Because once you cooperate within yourself, right? Once you cooperate within yourself, once you act in the truth with wisdom, act in your truth, your divine truth with wisdom, right? You have this Three of Pentacles here. Now this can be working well with others as well, but it also has to be within yourself. You have to be working mind, body, heart, and soul within your whole entire being, having this holy trinity, you know what I mean, that you're seeing, and that you're just like communicating, right? You're transcending, you're communicating, you're transforming, you're transmuting, and all this kind of stuff. And now you're able to build something sustainable. You're able to build something that is a pinnacle that's here on earth, right? So it takes sometimes dealing with the emotions, which is yin energy, right? And expressing it in our outer energy, because here it becomes tangible here in the world, right? So it's building something that's sustainable, building something that has legacy power, that has that transcends even the materialism here on earth, but it works in harmony, because that's what we seek. We want this harmony. You know what I mean, right? To be in this inner state of harmony, queen of my world, whether you're male or female, right? It's this inner harmony that you have within yourself, right? Acting in with your masculine. So it's like divine feminine energy and the divine masculine energy within your own entire being, acting and cooperating together, right? And then too, right, with this Hunter full moon, because I didn't need to get into the cards right away and stuff like that, right? But the spiritual rank, the spiritual position, right? To communicating. Look at this Hierophant card. How beautiful, right? It's communicating. Look at this full moon too on the Hierophant card, right? Here, it's someone here could be like, you don't have to be, but it could be life path number 5, don't have to be, could be 42 years old, 24 years old, right? It could be a life path number 8. You could be 33 years old, you don't have to be, could be life path number 6, right? You can be an air sign too, a water sign, don't have to be. Yeah, like, you know, and even fire, because I'm looking at the fire, right? It doesn't matter. All signs up here on deck, right? It doesn't matter. We all each have a little bit of all the signs within us anyways, if we were to look at it in that kind of way. But we have this ability to communicate, right? Because the veil between all the worlds thins during the season, right? Like the veil thins, right? So we find ourselves in closer proximity. Look at how close they are, right? We find ourselves in closer proximity to the spiritual realm. And this presents as an opportunity to communicate with our ancestors, to communicate with our guides, our loved ones who have passed away too on the other side, right? Their guidance and wisdom can help us navigate challenges of life with a greater sense of clarity and purpose, right? So it's feeling closer, especially, right? If you're divining, right? Allowing that connectivity to look full bloom here. Right? And also the Hunter moon encourages us to express gratitude in having these kind of things, the abundance of our universe, reminding us that, like the Hunter, that relies on this on the game for sustenance, right? We need the universe. Right, so gratitude is a powerful force that we can use to work within our own elements of growth and evolution that is a necessity for ourselves at this time. So gratitude will go a long way, even if there's stuff that you're walking away, even if there's pain in your heart, even if there's something that's going on that you might not like, even if you're dealing with bad buddies in your life, right? Even if you're dealing with people that are just deviant in some kind of way, right? That wear this kind of mask or want to talk about you behind your back or want to be right about some type of thing. You know what I mean? And they want to be all jacked up on their own view and stuff like that. You have to do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just destructive in some kind of way, and you can't allow their self-sabotage to always ruin things, right? Because then that would be your self-sabotage, allowing someone else's self-sabotage to come in and play and ruin things that you have going on for yourself in every kind of way. No, you got to get out of your own way, and especially if you're navigating in that kind of way where you're no longer self-sabotaging, you're no longer people pleasing, you're no longer letting people walk all over you, you're no longer just keeping peace and keeping quiet just because you don't want to fight, right? It's like, it's not about fighting, it's just about how, standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. Nah, don't let the lion roar and all this other kind of stuff just because their roar is louder, loud is like, fuck out of here with that bullshit, right? You matter. And so knowing that and getting into this place of this space of being in your own place of empowerment, that's a powerful place to be. And granted, you're going to stand out because you're a beautiful being. That's okay. That's freeing. You know what I'm saying? Stand out, be you, like, no matter what it is that you have to do. And if you have to slay every beast that comes in your way, then by all means, you are granted the permission to slay that which you must slay, right? Because you got to get out of your own way. And you're not going to let somebody else that's in their own way come in and then try to get in your way. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You didn't come this far to get this far to be like, oh, yeah, here, let your self-sabotage come over here and fuck me over too. Like, no, that's not what we're going to do. So it might be like an awakening of a beast within you, but it's different now. It's healthy now. It's wealthy now. It's stealthy now. It's like, okay, no, I'm in alignment now. I'm alchemized now. You might come at me. You might throw the words that might sound really good at me and all this kind of playing with my integrity, my dignity, and all this other kind of stuff. But nah, I won't be rah-rah with you either. I'm gonna be creative about this. I'm gonna be smart about this. Right? I'm gonna be evolutionary about this. I'm gonna be healthy, wealthy, stealthy about this. I'm not gonna go and freaking just like go out there and go get drunk, go out there and go do drugs, go out there and go just like mess up my mind to get out of my mind so that I don't have to deal with certain kind of things at this time. No, you're dealing with things face on, like your face on, no mask on, no nothing. You're dealing with the stuff in a healthy, wealthy, stealthy kind of way, and you're looking at the beast right in their face. And even if that beast is yourself, you're looking at that too. It's like, mirror, mirror, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. And it's important too to realize, right, that we can work with the universe, work with our God, our guides, our ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in, and however it is that you do. I'm not here to tell you what to believe in or how to do what you do. But like what I was saying too about, the hunter, how the hunter, right, relies on the game, right? The game for sustenance. It makes its heart beat, right? The hunter, right? But it's the same thing with how we rely upon the universe, the gifts of the universe. We need that too. Our divine connection, we need that, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's just even about gratitude. Like, it goes a long way because it's a powerful force that can attract even more abundance into our lives, right? And so let's stay in that state of grace, right? Because in the essence of the 100th moon, right, it signifies in all its metaphor, right? A quest for our own spiritual growth, right? It's an ideal time. It's always an ideal time to set intentions, to seek deeper understanding for everything, right? But this is like an ideal time. So I'm sorry, should take a sip of soda. Right? To align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the cosmos. And so here we are, beautiful by far, right? And by doing so, and by doing these things, we can evolve not only as individuals, right, but as a collective. That's truth, right? Harmonizing. When we harmonize within our being, right, we step away from all this other kind of deceit, delusion, and all this kind of stuff, competitiveness and lies and masks people wear and how they want to be deceitful and all this other kind of stuff. No, we're creating harmony, and that does help the collective, right? As within, exudes on out. That's what it's really all about, right? Harmonizing with the universe's grand design, right? As we get into our alchemize and align, because that is the beauty of this integration and balance that we are setting place into the space, right? right? Because this spiritual evolution calls for the integration of both light and dark aspects within ourselves, within our own being, right? It's about finding the balance between the consciousness and the subconscious, right? The known and the unknown, that which is visible and that which is hidden, into this integration that we're spinning, right? We discover this profound sense of wholeness and unity within the universe, and here we are. So we're walking away from that which does not serve because we have to, right? We're not giving people more opportunity to go and stab us in the back, to go walk all over us. Nah, that's not what we're doing here, right? This invitation is to embark on our own spiritual journey of self-discovery, transformation, and integration. So we're being encouraged to transcend materialism, to transcend that which might hurt us in this realm, or dealing with the superficial of people in a certain kind of way, right? Connecting us with this spirituality, our own spiritual realm, and cultivating this gratitude that is abundance for ourselves in our lives, despite what can be going down or what might not be nice. By reminding us that evolution is intricately intertwined with this cosmic cycle, and by aligning ourselves within its rhythms, we can unlock the truth of our own potential, of our soul, right? And contribute to the greater evolution of all humanity. For those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in with that's what we're doing here, right? It's not a surprise. It might feel like that at certain times, but not. This is bigger than ourselves. Right? So it's about embracing the darkness, finding growth within, right? So I embrace the darkness, finding growth within. I decree this, so it shall be. My journey is guided by the energies of the hunter's moon, and so there it is. I am grateful for the abundance in my life, so mote it be. I decree, right? Decreeing. Definitely go watch my video about decreeing and the importance of that. Stop saying certain kind of affirmations over and over. Stop saying the same prayers over and over. It's obviously not working for you, so try decreeing. Right? Creating that for ourselves, which is freeing. Definitely go check out. I'll link the videos and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be, or just follow me and just hit that subscribe and hit the notification bell at any given time. And I'm also on Instagram at Enchantress, Enchantress. I'm also on TikTok, Alchemistic Poetess. I'm also on Blogger, Enchanting Babble. Enchanting Babble. Enchanting Babble. Why don't I say Enchanting Babble blogspot? Oh my god, why I can't say it? What the fudgesicles? Why am I? It sounds wrong when I'm saying it, but I'm sure it's it. Oh my gosh, let me see. Enchanting Babble. Oh my gosh, Enchanting Babble blogspot. It's because I'm not saying dot. Oh my gosh. enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. Holy moly. All right. Oh my gosh. But here we are, right? So Queen of Swords type of energy too, in your truth. Right? Not putting your sword down. Or putting your sword down, because you got the Queen of Wands here too. So you got the magic within you too. So I got a lot of divine feminine energy being worked on here, whether you're male or female, this is fine, right? You're connecting with your inner self at this time. That's that yin energy, so that it can act with the yang energy, which is the masculine energy outside of yourself, right? You want the yin and the yang to be harmonized, so that you can work in harmony within yourself. That's that holy trinity within yourself, right? So as you're curious and being open to this new experience, you're also being connected with your own divine resource, your own divine self, right? Your ancestors or the universe, as you receive their wisdom, right? You can be as curious as you can be, but you also have to be mindful and purposeful and intentional with certain kind of things, right? So you might set your sights high on your highest goals and pursue them fearlessly. It's that time to pursue things fearlessly, right? So releasing all negativities and finding the balance within all of that, right? And working in harmony and truth within yourself, right? Releasing all that does not serve, right? And you got the Hierophant, right? Because the most spiritual highest order. Your connection with the divine is closer at this time, right? As the veils unveil themselves to you. So writing down your dreams is important. Writing down your visions, right? You don't we daydream, write those shit, write your daydreams down too. Oh, I'm gonna do a video on that too. Daydreaming. So that's important. And you might too be letting go and releasing other people's agendas, right? You might be sensitive like me, who might get stirred, that other people might stir the pot energetically, and you feel that shit, and you're just like, whoa, what are you doing here in my space? And so then you get upset about certain kind of things, and you might be letting that go too. So like there's people copying you, there's people watching you, there's people stalking you, there's people talking you, there's people talking about you and all this kind of stuff behind your back or whatever, never to your face and all this kind of stuff, but they want to take your place and they all this kind of envying and all this other evil eye type of shit. You might be letting all of that go too. I hope so. Because that shit ain't easy. That shit is not easy. It's easy for some people. Like I admire those people that could just brush it off their shoulders. For me, I take shit personal. Because of the type of person that I am. Because I'm not about that type of life. So when people direct that type of energy towards me, I take it so personal. But I'm learning, right? And that's all I can ever do is learn and grow and move past that which doesn't serve me. So it's like this 8 of Cups here. We're releasing all that does not serve. It doesn't serve. It doesn't serve to hold on to that. Why are we holding on to that? We're feeding into that energy. So we let it go. Letting it go with wisdom. Let them do what they want to do. They can never be you. And they can never touch unless you allow. And so you got to get over it somehow. And it's like, okay, so I'm going to transmute that pow pow. Like what? And so these are things that we can reflect upon, right? These are things that we can reflect upon so that we can let go of really what does not serve in any kind of way. Because that's what you deserve, right? That's what you should do, right? That's how it should be. You know what I mean? Right. So right, so we can think about questions like, how can I align my actions, right, with the themes of hunting, preservation, and preparation in the darker half of the year, right? What aspects of darkness, right, can I embrace and grow from within my life, right? From in my life, right? Take the role of leader and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident, right? Fertility, it's time to think about family life and children. Don't sacrifice family for career, right? And so, and that too, right? Direction, do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if need, if necessary. Plan where you want to be. Money tree, dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth, right? So, how does the thinning of the veil, how this will affect my connection with my ancestors, my past, my loved ones that have passed, right? Right? So what practices can help one savor the beauty, right, of autumn in your life, right? Even if things might appear to be a certain type of way and you're working through certain kind of levels of decay, right? Ridding yourself of things that no longer serve, right? So what do you want to preserve and protect in your life, and how can you achieve that? Right? These are questions, these are things you can start writing down, questions you can ask yourself too, right? So like what kind of memories, values, and stories do you hope to leave behind when you're gone, right? What kind of legacy are you leaving behind, right? For those that are in need. Are you constantly repetitively talking about the same things over and over again and doing the same motherfucking thing, expecting a different result? What level of insanity, right, are you ready to let go of, right? Sweet success, right? It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. Good luck at this time. Good luck with all responsibilities and work duties. So take your chances on yourself, right? Take a chance on yourself at this time, right? That's a beautiful place and space to be. Taking advantage of these energies that are here to help you to succeed in every single kind of way. Even if difficult times have come, don't lose hope and learn from your mistakes. All storms end sometime, right? So even through the storm, even through the midst of the storm, here you are persevering, right? Because you're resilient, right? You're resilient. So how can you incorporate, right, these insights into your life right now, right? Saving some money, right? Especially if you spend a lot, right? You may make a lot, but you might spend a lot too. And so what kind of savings, what are you saving for and stuff like that? How do you want to grow and transform during this season, right? How do you want to transform through the season of change, right? How can you transcend materialism and connect with the spiritual dimensions of existence and feel abundant, even if it's rough out there, even if it's tough out there, even if you're like, well, like I got bills to pay, things to do, and all this kind of stuff, because you have a certain level of support too. How can you increase that for yourself with your mindset and things like that? How can you transcend, right? So, and then also think about what kind of messages and guidance do you seek from your ancestors and spirit guides at this time? Like, what are you seeking? Or are you just seeking, like, fertile? It's time to think about family and life. Don't sacrifice family for the career, right? So there's certain kind of things you could be building for your family too here at this time. And that's something great to build for, but also being a great mother, a great father at this time, even if it's just to your pets at this time. Like, just, like what means the most to you, and do you have to sacrifice love for career, or how can you integrate and enjoy the fruits of all those labors, having intimacy in your life, having connection in your life, right? Like, right, because look at this great opportunity for some of you, new job opportunities, change of workplace, taking business trips, change is coming just in time, right? So change is coming just in time, and that is great for us at this time, right? So you have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs, right? So you're focusing on your needs. That's like that Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Empress card, right? And the Queen of the World, right? That card, right? What's this card? Right? The Queen of my world. Queen of my world. Right? Queen of my world. I set limits to my world. Inside I am queen and outside is lost. Onto a snowy background, white columns rise through the forest. A pale woman dressed in a scarlet bright red with a crown of thorns and a white luminous lance strides forward, her posture confident and her feet are bare, touching earth, right? I am my world and my world is me. I am royalty. Yes, yes, yes. There is space out and a space in. There is my realm and what is mine, and there are other places. I will not care if my world is made of thorn and ice and if it's carved by my blood. My world is my world. I rule. I decide whose borders, and I am law. I am princess. I am the blood in the veins of its heart. I am the warrior and the bride. I am alone, and I am the first among many. Many of you here are the first among whatever it is that you're birthing into reality. And that could be scary. And sometimes people won't see the same vision as you. That's because they're not meant to. You're meant to start that path, to ignite it, right? So I am the warrior and the bride. I am alone and I am the first among many. Be fearful of my world, because it has paved of my hopes and my dreams, and you have no power there. I am greater than the stars and more beautiful than the moon. And yes, you are. I love that. I love that energy, right? I love that energy. Good. As it should be, right? You're not gonna let somebody come in with their toxic selves, feet apart, off with their heads, exactly, off with their heads, right? Because you're the beast, right? Take it with you always. Have a way to look back and remember it. You take it with you always, right? You take it with you always. I know these are not the type of cards that are into this reading, but I grabbed them, so let's just see what we're gonna say, right? In every kind of way. Look at, I love you more than everything in this world. For some of you, love might be coming in too, or love is something that you actually have, and the love and support of a partner that's a complementary partner, right? Right? And then this might be your stance and your take, right? In a world, I don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be so bad, right? But it is, and it can be, right? Who am I in the world? Am I? That's the great puzzle, right? That's the card underneath, Alice. Who in the world am I? That's the great puzzle. And so you're embracing that great puzzle that's you, right? And all that you do. And that's beautiful too. As you should, as you should, as you should, right? No matter how the wind howls, the mountain cannot bow to it. The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it, right? So no more doubting yourself and allowing yourself to come undone, right? Allowing yourself to be seen. All women enjoy the kiss of a prince. And so whether you're male or female and stuff like that, it's finding that true soulmate, or having that, embracing that, or having these true soul connections that are healthy in every kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve that, right? It's right with the hunter moon and stuff like that. Hunter, so maybe you're being hunted. I don't know, but that's what just came to mind. But this is a unique opportunity for this major inner growth and transformation to take place, right? Exploring our inner landscapes, confronting our shadows, especially in regards to love and partnership, right? And letting go of the things that do not serve, because then we block our happiness. We block our true abundance when we keep excusing or allowing energies in our field that are mismatched for us. Like, I've excused certain type of behaviors of people because I've loved them. And it takes some type of disruption to really have to dismiss them from my life, because their toxic now affects my life, but it always has. Sometimes we just like, I'm all accepting for how people are. I'm not here to try to change them or judge them, right? And so I usually accept people, and sometimes, you know, like I have been questioned about that. They're like, how can you be around that type of person? And I'm like, I'm not judging that person. You shouldn't either. And yet I was being judgmental towards the people that were just looking out for me, because energy speaks, and sometimes we love people and we'll excuse their toxicity. We'll excuse the way that they are, but meanwhile their energy may and can and will disrupt our energy field, especially if we allow them in our lives. And sometimes it could take a tragedy or something bad to happen, or something to happen that will disrupt that whole scene, where now they're coming at you full blown and you're like, now I see, and I've excused all these kind of things. And then you see the moment that they're gone, it's like, some kind of like veil has been lifted, some kind of fog has been removed. I see through, and I see clearly now too how you've disrupted my energy field because of my excusing the way that you are. I couldn't see past my own love for you. And so when you remove stuff like that and you transmute things like that, and now you start to clearly see, and you start to see that, wow, now I'm able to draw in the type of energy that is supportive of me in the same light that I am to others. And sometimes that's a rough spot that we have to come out of to really be able to see that we were even really in it. Right? Like, especially with how people treat people. How people treat people speaks measures. You can't ignore that. So if you're loving on somebody, or you're friends with somebody, or you're family with somebody, but yet they're a friend in your life. It's somebody that you hang with and that you allow in your energy field, and they're not a nice person, and they speak to people horribly. They're like, they have their personality disorders, or they're mean to animals and all this other kind of stuff. And you're just, because you love them, you excuse that behavior, but it's disruptive to your soul. I can't begin to tell you how many mean people I have loved. And when they're being mean and they're being cruel, or they're not nice, and they're just like, like the energy sucks, even I've stayed silent because I'm not here to judge them. I'm letting them be themselves, but it has disrupted my spirit. And then I come home and I'm like saging and like cleansing myself, taking a shower, salt baths, whatever it is, just to wash away their energy from my being, like, and sometimes we just can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just can't do that anymore. Be kind, have courage, and always believe in a little bit of magic. And that's telling. People could be like, oh, I'm blunt. So am I. I'm very blunt, but I'm kind. You know what I mean? So again, we're cleaning out the closet. That's what I hear the Eminem song, cleaning out my closet. Like, you know what I mean? Right? And expressing gratitude as I do that too. I'm expressing gratitude as I do that too, because we must. We must, in order to sustain and to continue to build that which we desire to build and have in our lives. Available, no limits or restrictions, willingness to be vulnerable. Here you are, looking. I'm getting like a lot of this queen energy, right? In all the cards that we're pulling, right? Perfect match, great chemistry, highly compatible, quick connection. So making the connections now that you need to succeed, right? And be supported in the way that you, oh my gosh, and these candles smell absolutely delicious, like really delicious. Oh my god, really delicious. They're all Make-A-Wish candles. This one here doesn't have a crystal in it, but the gold ones, I don't have any more of those that I made. They all had mystery crystals inside. But oh my gosh, it smells like, that was what everybody was saying when they were passing my table. They're like, these just smell so good. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because I'm really big on aromatherapy and all this other kind of stuff. And so I put a lot of heart and soul into everything that I create. And I only create things when I'm in the absolute divine alchemy that is needed, because that is the type of energy that I want to spread. Right. And so everything is made with extreme intense. Oh, this just smells so delicious. Like, you might not even want to light it because it just smells delicious. So yeah, it's absolutely delicious. And the herbs and the oils and stuff, of course, all represent different type of things. Protection, and also bringing in that which you desire. And they all come with a little card activation for you to say upon lighting it in every kind of way. Anyways, I just had to, like, self promote. Mistwick Flame, right? Mistwick Flame, right? I've had this candle name in business for over a year, and I still haven't gone fully public with it, but I used this last event to really start the process of what has been going on for the last 2 years. 1 year with this name and all this other kind of stuff, but it's just time. You know what I mean? It's time. So yeah, it's absolutely divine, mystic flame candles, as you can see. And it smells absolutely. So I make customized candles. Like, I make candles for this particular event and stuff like that. So everything is how I feel or whatever is being requested at the time and stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, so it's time. It's time. It's time to really just allow yourself the opportunity to succeed, right? Healing your heart too at this time, opening your heart, healing old emotional pain, right? That's what's coming up in every kind of way, preparing for new love, a long list, high maintenance, right? Releasing any kind of unrealistic high standards, right? Never satisfied, hard to please, releasing people that are like that too. Wishes granted. Wishes coming true, magical energy surrounding you. Your thoughts are manifesting into reality, right? Soul family. And for those of you who had hard times with certain kind of connections, here you are having the right kind of connections at this time, the right kind of that healthy support that you seek, that you need, that you deserve, right? Soulmates, attracting your tribe, soul contracts at this time. And so, yeah, it's a big heart, genuine love, kind, loving, and generous can be trusted with your heart in all love kind of connections that you're being made, right? Rule breaker in every kind of way, non-conformist, non-traditional relationships too, the proud rebel, right? But cool peppermint, refreshing new energy, interesting and stimulating, pleasantly different from the usual types. And that's what we're talking about. And that's what I have for you guys now. So thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in with I. Till next time. Bye, guys.